Greetings and welcome to Capacity TV. Today, we've got Divya Wakankar, and she is Head of Digital Communication Services at BICS. Hello, Divya. Good to see you.
Hello, Alan. The pleasure is mine. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Well, let's start off with who is BICS. A lot of people know the name, but tell me a bit more about BICS and what it does in the communications business.
Well, BICS is a leading international communications enabler. Our purpose is to create opportunities by connecting communities. We enable people, applications, things to connect anywhere, wherever they are, right? We are at the heart of communications ecosystem. We provide an essential bridge between telecommunications, service providers, and enterprises. We are connecting the world by creating reliable and secure communications. And BICS is known in the industry as one of the largest global voice carrier. We carry 21 billion minutes around the globe per year. We have 17 billion messages delivered in 2020. And we are one of the leading mobile data carriers in the world with the largest IPX networks and carrying 50% of all data roaming traffic around the globe. So our solutions are kind of supporting the modern lifestyle of today's device-hungry consumers from voice capabilities, connectivity, mobile services, fraud prevention, which is a very much required capabilities these days, cloud communications, and Internet of Services. And we are strongly present around the globe, from Africa, the Americas, Asia to Europe and Middle East.
Thanks, Divya. That's good. Now, we're recording this at the end of July 2021. It's been a really eventful and tragic for many people 18 months. How has the pandemic really affected BICS? Fewer travelers, but more reliance on telecommunications, as we're showing with this interview. Tell us what's your outlook on the market today?
The global pandemic has accelerated the adoption of digitalization for enterprises, large and small. More than 80% of the enterprises want to migrate their services and workloads to the cloud. Suddenly, businesses, they just don't want to move forward towards digitalization, but they want to become all digital. So this has generated massive demand for bandwidth as enterprises migrate to the cloud for use cases covering everything from communications to cloud computing. The huge increase of data traffic is also driven by an uptake of streaming services and 5G use cases, where traffic through applications supported by 5G and a surge in connecting devices or the endpoints via Internet of Things. With regards to communication services, we see three major use cases trending in the market: customer engagement use cases, customer service, and communication and collaboration. These use cases are very much catered by the telecommunication services like application-to-person messaging and cloud telephony, which includes numbers, SIP trunking capabilities, and others. While we also see an increasing demand for omni-channel communications, it's a demand from our customers to serve the end customers, the consumers, based on their choice or means of communications. Here, OTT messaging, over-the-top messaging, and rich communication services will play a pivotal role. As per Mobile Squared, 94% of mobile network operators will launch RCS by 2025. So these use cases with regards to customer engagement, customer service, collaboration, and communications are evolving, and they are demanding and driving the demand for business models evolution as well. So there are use cases where you talk about application-to-person messaging, which includes all types of use cases like vouchers, discounts, promotions, reminders, alerts, and notifications. While there is another use case, which is a chat-based use case, where a business-oriented messaging leads to a conversational flow of message between the consumer and the business. right? And others are event-based messaging, which starts from the person talking to the application itself. And that could be a one-time message, or it could also be a conversational flow. So amidst all this, fraud remains an ever-present and evolving threat. Mobile operators, they lose more than 29 billion per year because of fraudulent activities on the telecom networks. Proactive fraud detection and remediation is in demand by the mobile network operators and communication service providers. So in a nutshell, digitalization is driving a massive transition in the telecommunication ecosystem. It's resulting in evolving use cases, some security challenges, new business models, and this is creating new opportunities for communication service providers and mobile network operators to serve the needs and create new revenue streams.
Thanks, Divya.
New revenue streams.
Yeah, thanks, Divya. So are your customers mobile operators and other telecoms companies? Do you also work with enterprises? What is your market as you see it now?
Indeed. So BICS, as an international communication enablers, works with telecommunication operators, service providers, and with enterprises. As I said, we are a bridge, an essential bridge between this value chain. We clearly see the market is evolving, and mobile network operators are trying to find out how they should drive sustainable growth in the next era of mobile technology, how they should find new revenue streams, how should they serve the enterprise businesses and monetize new technologies, streamline their operations, and protect against fraud and offer secure services. One of the key areas where we see a value shift is cloud communications, and where it lies the biggest opportunities for communication service providers or mobile network operators. But they have to reposition themselves to serve the digital age and the emerging new customer base. Cloud Comms, it offers easy and quick ways for businesses to build features with no code or low code functionality that allows them to communicate with their customers safely, reliably, help them to speed up their innovation in a fast moving market. And enterprises need to support this to achieve their digital transformation goals. But CSPs, the communication service providers, they have to deliver scalable, flexible, global reach, high quality of services, fraud protection capability, and all these with high level of autonomy, self-service, and automation to match agility needs. We also see mobile network operators working for 5G use cases. They are on the rise. 5G use cases are on the rise. Enterprises, they require private network access, edge computing capabilities that will drive a new balance between the private and the public network adoption. So these use cases will need ultra low latencies, high reliability, which is often catered by the private networks, which could very well be provided by the mobile network operators.
So you're seeing a rise in not only in RCS, which is interesting to hear after so many years that it's finally coming, but also 5G, and I'm glad to see it. And it's nice to see 5G symbol on my phone when I'm out and about. How's the pandemic affected BICS itself, and how you and your colleagues do your work, working with so many operators and other companies around the world? It's been a horrible period for most of us. How have you managed?
Indeed. So BICS takes customer service and business continuity with a high priority. And our role is to serve as a bridge between the telecommunications and the enterprise ecosystem. And we help both sides of the value chain to have the best opportunities and to create the best revenue streams for them. So enterprises want cloud-based communication services, which includes voice and messaging, simple, streamlined, and automated capabilities, giving them control that is needed to embed these communications in their business processes. So mostly cloud communication platforms are not owned by the telecom operators, and where BICS comes into the picture, we are a one-stop shop for cloud service enablement, for the enterprise market by leveraging our worldwide network, our voice over IP infrastructure, direct messaging routes, and the unique anti-fraud capabilities that we offer in the market.
Do you think everything is going to go into the cloud over the next few years with the in the telecoms industry? Are all operators really going to move all their things into all their services into the cloud?
Yes, we believe cloud will play a very important role. It will be a mix of public cloud and private cloud, where mobile network operators will play a very pioneering role in helping enterprises with their requirements, which includes, the edge computing, the MEC requirements, and others, where there will be a readjustment of cloud adoption, right? The capabilities where you need ultra low latency and high reliability, it will be mainly worked out by the private clouds that can be offered by the mobile network operators. While if you are looking for long-term analytics and data, then it will mainly be with the public clouds in the ecosystem.
So Divya, tell me, how does BICS help mobile network operators and other communication service providers enter the cloud ecosystem to take advantage of the trends that you've been talking about?
Yeah. Well, by partnering with BICS, mobile network operators can monetize their existing assets within their market and use them to access global enterprise customers. Well, asset monetization, the cloud opportunity presents mobile network operators with numerous revenue growth. They can secure new resources of inbound revenue by monetizing their virtual numbers and support cloud telephony. They can also gain they also stand to gain termination revenue from voice and short messaging services, the SMS traffic. And lastly, the cloud ecosystem stimulates increased use of data between cloud platforms and mobile network operators, which in turn creates new revenue streams for mobile network operators. In addition to that, they can enhance their enterprise communication offerings by partnering with BICS, where BICS cloud communications and Internet of Things solution can help them gain more traffic from their enterprise customers who are going global. They are expanding beyond their home geographies, and BICS can provide them one comprehensive solution. And also, recently, BICS has created a 5G standalone lab where mobile network operators and enterprises, they can perform their tests, they can check the next generation service deployment of international roaming and data services. And as 5G use cases are evolving, such as autonomous vehicles, smart cities, and smart factories, etc., this ecosystem of lab access would help them to quickly check the realization of their return on investment. In addition, they can maximize their revenue streams from Internet of Things offering that BICS helps them with. We offer them solutions with one SIM access and accessibility to seamless roaming across 200 plus countries, so that the assets that their enterprise customers, the assets that their enterprise customers have the full roaming capabilities or have the full connectivity around the globe from the very beginning. So right. That's a lot of different initiatives on the side of a lot of initiatives from BICS to work with mobile network operators, communication service providers, and the cloud ecosystem.
Divya, thank you very much. It's been great to talk to you on behalf of Capacity TV. Thank you for joining us today. Divya Wakankar of BICS, Head of Digital Communication Services. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alan.